Matthew 19:29. And everyone who has left houses or brothers or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and inherit eternal life. Very interesting verse. This is something I can tell you that my wife and I at one point took great comfort in when the Lord called us to basically sell our house and move to Ukraine. We had no idea what was going on. This was years ago, of course. And we took a lot of comfort knowing that God knew and he was going to take care of us. Now, I want to say something. This is not a verse about math. And I think this needs to be said because I've actually heard people tell crowds, okay? I've heard pastors or evangelists or these people say, listen, you need to give up what you have. Give it to me, basically. That's what they were saying. And receive 100-fold based on this. Well, this isn't, I've heard several things where people said that similar thing. It's like, listen, it's about math. You give me what you got and you're going to get 100-fold. It's math. It's going to multiply, right? Well, we need to keep things straight here because it's important. This is talking about receiving from the Lord when you have to, or when you're called to make a difficult decision that would separate you from somebody that you love or something that's good, like a house or land or family. You know, it's not talking about abandoning people. It's talking about a time when, in your service to God, it leads you into a different direction. Everybody, you can't just always be with everyone you love, you know? And in this case, he's saying, listen, there's going to be a blessing, okay? God's going to look at what you did and he's going to bless you because of it. This is not going to be where God's paying you back for, you know, okay, you did that, so here's the payback with interest or something like that. It's not about math. It's not about economics. This is about the sheer understanding that the reward that God gives to his children when they walk by faith far exceeds the cost. And there is a cost by following the Lord. There will be things that it costs. There will be sacrifice. There will be difficulties. This is telling us something important, and that is whatever that cost is, there is also a reward. And the reward, I personally believe, it's kind of like a twofold reward. There's a reward now, especially when you're walking in obedience to the Lord. There's an immediate reward where you get this blessing where the Lord gives you strength and he helps you along. But there's also the reward of down the road, the Lord is going to reward us somehow. I don't know. I don't know what it is. When we stand before him, you know, he is going to reward us for this stuff. I think there's probably even more, but there's a third reward, and that is this. There's the reward of having this godly heritage that is passed on through your life because you were living by faith. The people that know you, they see it. They see what you've done, why you've done it, and it has an effect. It has an effect on the people around you. But understand this, whatever the case is, when you're walking with Jesus Christ, understand that the Lord knows, he sees the difficulty that you face in your life. He sees the cost, whatever that cost is that comes with it. And whatever has happened, the subtraction from your life because of the obedience to Christ, that is going to be um, completely outshone or completely obscured by the blessings of God and the goodness of God in your life. The two can't be measured or compared. Okay. And God's plan is to work in your life and to work in a way that whatever it is that you've had to part company with, or part ways with, because you're answering the call and you can't be there with either those people or with those that thing, the land or whatever. Understand that God's blessing, like, this is not even, it's apples and oranges. Okay. I think sometimes we really misunderstand the value of something like this, what the Lord is actually telling us. Because honestly, if it was a matter of me giving um, God a certain amount of money and Him giving me back a certain amount of money, honestly, it would be an empty transaction. And the reason I say that is because money does not fix what's going on in your soul, in your spirit, in your heart. Okay. It does not give you strength. It does not help you to continue to serve. It doesn't help you to continue on. It's just the pursuit of something that actually, well, it's it's not something that will save you, redeem you, give you courage or boldness or any of the things that you really need. Just a means to live in the world we live in today. So, what I'm saying is, it's not apples and oranges. And understand whatever it is that the Lord knows and that the Lord is going to bless you because you're walking with Him. So, may the Lord richly bless you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. God bless.